every tournament that Cruzy has ever played in that I have commentated, he has won. You know, it's a 100% win rate right there. So we'll see if he can keep that alive here. He, of course, was on Legacy back in Gears 3 when they just dominated that Legacy squad. Unfortunately, no longer around in its entirety. Rest in peace. Maybe we'll see them come back for Gears 4. But 2 members do remain. That's Cruzy, and then the other one you mentioned is on a different squad. Which one is that?
That's Virix playing for Integral Nation.
Virix on Integral Nation, who we have not seen on stream yet. We've been talking a lot about them. Very excited to see them play. But before that, we have Unknown and Uproar, match number 2 of the night, guys. This is Winners Bracket Round 2. So both of these teams have a win to their name so far in this tournament. It's sure to be a great one. Once again, guys, I am Fallout, joined here with Rogie. We are kicking it off. Round number 1. I got to ask you, Rogue, who should we hop on board with?
We got to jump on with Clutch. I've hyped up his aggressive play the entirety of that intermission. Let's see if he can do it justice. Straight away going to be getting that pistol cross. Wants to go for those grenades. He's got him set in his side, but straight away Unknown. Just say, no, mate, you are not getting those.
Smoke grenade's going to go out. It's actually going to be a missed smoke. Not exactly where he wanted it to land, but it's going to do the trick. He's able to back out no problem. And here, speaking of aggression, he has an opportunity to completely disrespect whoever that is in the snipe tower. He wants it so badly, you can tell he's itching. His buddy Mercer is going to go down the other side of the map here, and he needs to make a play in this snipe tower. Clutch, round number 1, pushes up, misses the first shot. He's going to actually get the melee stun, takes out one, but gets down right after that.
Yeah, they were a little bit too slow to act on that. We saw that players at Boom went down straight away, but like I said, they were too slow to act. They kind of, like you said, bit his tongue, didn't go in. The kitty didn't have claws on that day, and Clutch only getting himself one. When realistically, they were distracted. He could have gone in and done a little bit of a cheese play here.
Yeah, I gotta say, man, your one-liners are on fleek. Seriously, I'm gonna start writing these down. I'm gonna start stealing them, and of course, I'll give you credit. It's unbelievable. The kitty didn't have his claws on that day. I don't think you can make that up, to be completely honest. Clutch on the flank here on snipe tower side. Let's see what he can do here. He's gonna actually still alive. Let's hop on board with Clutch. Where is he at, actually? Where's his name? Here we go. He's actually gonna go the complete opposite side of the map. He's gonna flank Boom Shot. Meanwhile, his teammate Crumpfestation is gonna handle logistics completely on his own. Didn't even need Clutch's help. So Clutch is running a marathon here on Gridlock to no avail, but him and his teammate in a 2v1 looking to come out on top.
Yeah, they had that burn shot, but Crump, he jumped the gun. They're firing it off with not much warning here, but it looks like Scissor will be taking this 1v1 against Clutch and just outplays him. That was insanity. Crump, he was too slow, took the long way around the scenic route, and it's going to make him pay if Scissor clutches this round for his team.
Scissor, and I got to point that out, the wall bounce, a beautiful wall bounce on the newsstand, allowed him to go wide right on Clutch, get himself a good angle, and now Scissor with the sniper is making Crump look like a chicken with his head cut off, completely trapped right now. And Scissor in control of this one. I gotta say, I'm like what I'm seeing this round from Scissor, a very clutch play to potentially put his team up 2-0.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see him get the headshot should Crump poke out for any longer than a split second, but Scissor, he's in the perfect position. He's closer to the boom shot. Should that respawn, he'll be able to cycle back, pick it up for himself, and Crump, time's ticking away. He needs to make a play onto Scissor here.
Here we go, and I gotta ask you, Rogie, in this 1v1, you know these players very well. Who would you say has the advantage?
I definitely give it to Scissor, despite his unorthodox style of play. He was the first one to rotate to Boom, but straight away, Crump gets a nice full red, and he makes me eat his words. And that teabag, I feel that too, Crump. I didn't have faith, and you just shut me right up.
I feel that too. Too funny. Crump with a huge round right there. You said this is proving grounds, and oh my goodness, 3 kills, 2 downs. Is he not proving yet? What an unbelievable round right there from Crump. I think he got all 3 of his kills in that round alone, and clutching the 1v1 to suit.
Yeah, that's going to be feeling good for his confidence. Like you said, he's got to prove himself to a lot of these top players. Crump, he was previously a European player who moved over to New Zealand, so relatively new to the Australian scene, but we've welcomed him with open arms, despite a little bit of criticism here and there. But it looks like himself and Clutch will be straight away just dominating this tower, and then the cross from Clutch and Mercer going to be downing both players at Boom. Once they go in for this play, well, they're 4 guys alive against 2 down people, but definitely in ramification still a little bit reluctant to take it.
And there you have it, Uproar going to win 2 straight rounds and go up right there. And, you know, Crumpy and I used to talk way back in the day. You know, I connected him to Hypefestation. We did a little bit of work together, so I wasn't sure if it was the same Crump, because I remember he was in Europe. So there you go. Thank you for clarifying that. He's over in the AU now. that explains it. Same exact Crump. He's been around for a very long time.
Yeah, came over about just as the Gears 3 life cycle was dying, so didn't really get a chance to make as many connections as he would have liked, but here he is, playing on Uproar, the #1 seeded team in the tournament so far, but we see Scissor, he's got himself the snipe, he's got himself Clutch in his sides, unfortunately gets the down, not able to answer with it, but the Ramifications comes out with the revive. Clutch, he's got to do this for his teammates, and he does. There's going to be a 4-2 advantage from Uproar.
Very good job by Clutch right there, just backpedaling, staying alive, even though he went down early. Scissor was not able to take advantage of that, and Cruci had a chance to go huge, was not able to do so, and now that leaves Swix in a 1v4. He's going to get taken out, and Uproar is going to go up 3-1 right now. They are starting to roll in this one.
Yeah, they have to be feeling good coming off that massive 1v1 win. That could have been the deal breaker where the train stopped, the momentum ended, but no, Crump, he kept his team alive. Ramifications and Clutch just going revive for revive on that stairs, using that completely renewed health bar after the revive to win what seemed like a losing fight.
Yeah, that's a good point. And a lot of times, you know, back in the day, you would almost ask your teammates to down you so they can revive you immediately. And essentially, that's from going from no health to 100% health instantly. So, good point right there. As Crump is going to be pushing, he's going to take out one. Scissor on the opposite side is going to blind fire Lancer down Clutch, embarrassing him in the 1v, and that's going to leave Scissor in a 1v2 opportunity. He was not able to clutch the last 1v2 despite a very good showing, taking out Clutch early on. Let's see what he can do here. The sniper is still in his hands, and he is in the same exact spot he was in last time. Scissor needs to go big here. This is, of course, his game point right now for Uproar.
Yeah, we saw Clutch. He went for an impressive flank, getting that first play, but like you mentioned, the blind fire Lancer coming out, then the boom from Ramifications, downing Scissor, and straight away Uproar. They've come into this game with a point to prove, taking out Gridlock from Unknown, who we previously saw had quite a strong performance on it, making it look like child's play.
Yeah, you know, look at that. Clutch, you called it out, in first place for his team, 4 kills, 5 downs, over 1,000 points. Right behind him, the man you said he has a lot to prove, that's Crumpy, in second place on his team in the stat line. Great job overall, though, from Uproar. I'm liking what I'm seeing. And, you know, honestly, I sense and I see something from Uproar that I didn't see with these two teams in our last match, which is, you know, really, really in-sync teamwork. Good rotations. You know, we obviously can't hear what's going on in their communication, but something tells me they're very on point, working very well as a team.
Yeah, if it's Clutch calling the comms, then you know that they're going to be concise. Clutch and Deadly, renowned for just having pinpoint call-outs for every single spot on the map, just so their players can know. It's kind of plug and play with these two guys. Chuck in 2 great shotgunner players, and they will do the rest. So if we could just get the update, I think, getting word from Metapod that we had the stream title wrong. Just needed to be to the Doesplay AU Pro Series Season 1 Finals, something like that. It will do. No worries, Fallout.
Yeah, no problem at all. Sorry, I wasn't even logged in. I'm logged into my personal accounts. My bad. We'll get that updated. Thank you, Metapod, for the update. I appreciate it.
All right, jumping into Mansion. We saw Mansion just non-stop chaos. I do believe Unknown won that 4-3 against Citadel, who, in my opinion, were the strongest shotgun players. But we saw Mike valuing that boom shot more than his life. Mansion. We saw Mansion.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride.
I apologize, you getting a little bit of a advertising echo there. Took care of that. I think the stream tile should be updated too. Sorry about that, guys. Yep, Mansion, map number 2. Uproar, of course, up 1-0 in this one. Let's see if they can continue to roll. Very dominating first map for them. Finally, our hearts can take a break after that very exciting first match that we saw.
Yeah, so previously the Mansions we saw were a little bit odd. We saw players valuing that boom shot more than their own life, but expect a little bit more structure on the side of Uproar here going into it. I know that Clutch likes to rush the player opposite boom rather than picking it up, and you straight away see those actives coming out from himself and Ramification, but straight away Ram going for that boom slide, costing himself the life despite having his Nasher out. So I had this great spiel about structure and teamwork, and straight away they just slide the boom shot and give up control of the map to Unknown. Don't you just love the players Fallout?
Yeah, right? Of course, that always happens.
Well, we see, do believe that is Ramifications and Clutch the last two alive, but they have the power weapon advantage. 1 boom shot left, 2 grenades. The pistol's coming down. They can get this headshot onto Ramification. That will be huge, but Clutch answers it up. And as I say that, Cruzy gets the cross-map pistol. He's looking for that boom shot, but Clutch isn't going to give it up for free. Cruzy does have backup waiting in the wings, but baiting out Clutch on the stairs into this 2v1. Can Clutch do it? It's looking like he might be able to get the one shot, but no! Swix, from that little crack in the stairs, gets the down, and Unknown take the first round in Mansion.
There you have it. Seeing a little bit of teabagging back. Of course, Crump started that up. And I got to ask you, is there some bad blood between these two teams? Is there some history that the viewership should know about?
I think it's just cheeky Aussies having a laugh at each other. Nah, these guys were all on great terms. The community is too small to hold a grudge against someone because chances are they're going to be your scrim partners for the rest of your life. You don't want to burn too many bridges just yet.
That is too funny. So they're just having a good time here, making it a little more competitive. Trying to put on a show for you guys in the stream. Hope you guys are enjoying it so far here. Of course, this is the Season 1 Finals event. Biggest event yet in the AU scene, if I'm not mistaken.
Straight away, we see just map positioning going in favor of Unknown. Uproar, they kind of seem lost. They're trying to do too many things at once instead of focusing on helping their players. They obviously don't have their win conditions set. Some people want to go for the kills, some people want to go for the booms, and it just seems all-out chaos that we saw Unknown they love.
Yep, interesting. And I think on we're seeing a one inside from both teams here is the strategy. Actually, no, I take that back. Only one inside for Locust team. They're the same exact strategy that they ran against Citadel. They're running now. Mercer's going to pick up one on Cruzy. Good job by Mercer. He's going to push up. Crump's going to down one. Here you go. Uproar finally looking to turn this one around, but a team kill from Clutch is going to come complemented with a down on Dead Zone here. Swix is going to get taken out by Crump. And just like that, Uproar is going to get on the board with their first round win.
Yeah, we saw. I do believe that was Scissor. He choked the flank, went straight through from the inside, dropped down, had Mercer rather, completely in his sight, fumbled the shot, then got two-pieced. Kind of add insult to injury right there.
Yeah, interesting. We missed that on stream, so I do apologize for that. Some bad camera management on my end. I'm on board of Dead Zone right now, playing a little bit of a support role. He's going to hop on the same exact spot he played against Citadel. Same boom cross, but the difference is Citadel did not have the smoke grenade there that really is making Dead Zone completely useless. So a very good smoke screen from Uproar is going to allow them to not only just grab boom shot, but also pick up a kill. That was Clutch that grabbed the first kill. And look at the duo on top right now for the team. But Cruzy with the pistol is going to take out Crumpfestation. Beautiful pistol play right there from Cruzy.
Yeah, what an amazing headshot to tie up the players alive in that round. Exactly what they needed. We've seen the boom shot. It is in the hands of Clutch. Unable to get anything just in. That player gets away by the skin of his teeth. The sniper being picked up from Scissor, and not something we normally see on Mansion. Everything just slowing down here.
Yeah, I was just about to say the same thing. This is not a scenario I've ever casted before on Mansion. A 3v3. One team with sniper possession, their team with a boom shot.
So I still give the advantage to the players outside as they are able to wait for those, Oh, but Scissor just destroys Mercer, who tried to poke around and get an... I think he's standing still, because right now he's going Xbox record that, because that was a nice shot.
That was a beautiful shot from Scissor. And I gotta say, what they need to do right now is take that headshot, use it as an opportunity to push before that next boom shot spawns, because you guarantee Clutch with 1 or 2 boom shots already to his name, they're going to be grabbing another one in the next minute or so, maybe even 30 seconds. That second boom shot's going to be up very soon.
It'll be interesting to see where Unknown push. As mentioned earlier, it's not something that we're used to seeing, so these players probably not versed in how to push boom shot when you have a sniper and inside control. Let's see if Clutch can get these frags. A smoke grenade was thrown. Clutch spots one to his left. A second boom shot being picked up by Ramification. So Clutch and Ram, they're going to have to use basically the entire arsenal of rocket launchers here to make something happen.
Oh, Clutch putting himself in a bad spot with that boom shot. He needs to get a shot off. Some good movement is going to keep him alive for a little bit longer. His teammate Ramifications with the boom shot. And look at this scenario. Boom shots flying through the courtyard is something we've never seen in competitive gears before. I'm liking this action. As
yeah, it looked like Clutch
was a little over aggressive there.
Yeah, he just got stuck on that wall. Couldn't find the right angle to pull off. Kept getting snagged on little bits of cover. Couldn't fire that boom for fear of his own life. But at that stage, You just got to take it, and ramifications, unfortunately, a little bit danger close there, mate.
Exactly, it was. And, to your point earlier, those are pushes but angles that these teams are not used to using. No one's ever really used a boom shot at that same exact spot, so Clutch not exactly knowing, what his angles, what his options are with the boom is going to get taken out. And instead, it's going to be Uproar picking up their first round.
Yeah, we got to cut him a little bit of slack for playing that area. It's not often you see teams 1v1ing at the front of the spawn, but straight away, Unknown, they are going to take this map in a dominating fashion. Should the Mercer fall to that boom, but it's a 1v2. Once again, Clutch, we see him in a very similar position. Last 1v2 he fought. Can he change history? Can he upset here? But unfortunately, that's not going to happen as Unknown answer with a 4-1 of their own.
So back-to-back 4-1s right now, which really goes to show that no team has a clear advantage. Again, to your point, every team so evenly matched in the Gears of War Australian scene. And these first two matches have really, really showed that. Great job by Unknown right there. They like to play Bastion a little bit slower. They like to let the other team push into their style of play and play into their play. So good job by Unknown right there. And taking that one 4-1.
Yeah, to their merit, it seemed to work out for them both times, just punishing those over-aggressive squads that we saw out of Uproar and Citadel, both favoring that boom shot more than positional advantage. It ended up costing them, so going to be jumping onto War Machine any second now. We mentioned earlier, War Machine, one of the best maps in Gears of War history. Really excited to see whether teams play those frag grenades up at that Troika, or more or less use them to secure that mid-area, maybe go for a Torquebow pickup off the back of that.
Interesting. Of course, War Machine, the only map we have not seen yet today, so being presented for the first time today is War Machine. If you guys are just tuning in, Rogi did mention earlier, typically in the AU scene, we do see a slower, passive style of play. One on the L-bags, one frag grenades, one up top, and one sniper with not much sniper action to be had. We'll see if that stays true today.
Yeah, look for players to... A lot of teams also like to send 2 to sniper, 1 hops up on that window, and if your team is only set 1 to snipe, they'll straight away use that 2-man advantage to push out your player, get snipe, rotate it back to talk. So it's going to be on the other 3, not playing snipe, to use those frags, to use that talk bow, and Unknown, a team known to go for that sniper play.
Good to know here. On board of Swix, who looks like he's going to be playing the grenade spot for his team. Cruzy playing the L-bags. No one on the window for Unknown. Meanwhile, Crump is playing the window for his team. A little bit of an aggressive push. I like that play, knowing he has the support of his teammate Crump, and Crump is the one that's actually going to down him. Smart play right there from Uproar, recognizing an opportunity to push a 2v1 advantage.
Yeah, that's the play I was talking about, except we saw it out of Uproar rather than Unknown and Dead Zone. He brought a pistol to a Lancer fight, and Clutch is going to make him pay for that one, giving him team an even bigger advantage going to the first round of War Machine.
Of course, no power weapons in play other than the sniper. Clutch in a 1v1, recognizing I have 4 teammates alive. I'm just going to dance around and stay alive a little bit. A little bit of taunting from Clutch right there. 4v1 situation against, I think it is Swix, and Swix is going to go down nice and early with, I think he's trying to kill himself with that grenade.
Yeah, just being a bit of a martyrdom there, trying to take one out with him. Not going to do that as the bloodthirst coming out of Uproar. They want to pad their stats. They want to go into the next game feeling good. Clutch getting that unfortunate wall spawn. Going to be delaying him just a bit.
Yep, 0 kills across the board, so a little bit of a donut shop right now for Unknown. Let's see if they can turn that around. Cruzy this time is going to be playing window, whereas last round they decided to play a little bit more passive, recognizing that they don't want to give Uproar that clear 2v1 advantage at sniper.
We see Clutch using those frags to try and get pressure on this mid, not succeeding though, as frags coming all the way from high side Dead Zone. He's had to rotate down to make sure this player on Snake could not get a free Torquebow pickup.
So let's hop on board that. You're hearing some comment. Oh, and Crump with the one-shot body on Cruzy in the window. Not something you see very often. Nice shot by Crump, as it seemed like Cruzy was dominating that fight throughout the entirety. All it takes is the one shot, and Crump shows that with a nice first blood taken on Cruzy. And here you go. Big 1v1 up top right now. Clutch versus Dead Zone, and Clutch is going to come on top in that one, as you would expect.
Yeah, you mentioned that's not something we see. That one shot through the window, opening the round up, and Clutch using his shotgun prowess to take that 1v1, and that's going to be 2-0 in favor of Uproar. Really showing that War Machine map to be reckoned with.
Definitely a very fast play. These teams are putting on a show for you guys today in the stream, and I mean, I really have to say, in the U.S. scene, we know who the favorites are going into things. You don't really see this close of matches, whereas honestly, it's been super entertaining so far. Everything we've seen from these two teams has been a blast to see. So a little bit of a hidden gem in Australia. The Australian scene is super competitive and fun to watch, Jasoo.
Well, right now, Unknown showing off some of those Australian donut makers here. We see every single one of their player yet to get anything but a death to their name. The Torquebow being picked up. Let's see if they can use it to secure the down onto Scissor. Frags just coming from every which way, but Crump going to be the one to get that down for himself.
Missed Torquebow right there. Deadzone's going to pick up a kill and gets it down after that. So here we go. Unknown is looking to turn things around. It was a 4v3. Deadzone picks up another one. So Deadzone making a huge play in the middle of the map right there. Brings his team back and breathes some life into this map here for Unknown. Very needed as they were down, almost down 3-0 in this one.
Yeah, that's a scenario you should never lose. 4-3 Torquebow advantage. They're completely trapped inside, but they just they bit off more than they can chew. Clutch and Deadly, Mercer rather, going into that box area. The one scenario that Deadzone comes out ahead of that is if he gets a 2v1 shotgun. There was no reason for them to even take that scenario, but they gave it to him and he made him pay for it.
Look at that, Deadzone all 4 kills himself. Swix a little bit of lag here. Oh, poor guy.
Yeah, hopefully he can get that fixed up so we can get this competitive game at its peak.
Definitely. Ramification's able to slide the sniper. He's going to pick up the sniper early, so a little bit of sniper action here on War Machine. 2-1 right now. Close match. Can go either way. Grenades in the hands of Deadzone. He's going to toss one at Clutch, who's going to be high side. Clutch is going to throw one of his own. He's going to get a stun on Deadzone. Can he get the pistol down? No, he does not. Deadzone lives to fight another day on the high side.
Yeah, Cruzy was contesting him there. There's a 1v1 between Clutch and Cruzy. Both these players playing to their utmost ability, but Cruzy, we've mentioned him time and time again, one of the stars of Gears of War 3, coming in and showing us that that skill translates to Gears 1, taking out Clutch, opening the round up for his team, so it's all going to be on Uproar to make it happen.
And that 1v1 in between that alleyway was so epic. The wall bouncing back and forth, one of those classic Gears of War 1v1 fights. Good job by Cruzy coming out on top. 4v3 right now. Their opportunity to neutralize. Ramification has something to say for it. He's in a flank. Takes out one. Can he continue to do so? He's going to down his own teammate. Needs to get a revive here. Instead, he's going to get taken out by Deadzone as well. So Deadzone, I think with 6 kills himself, dominating so far for Unknown and giving him some momentum going into round number 5 here.
Yeah, I think it's my fault that we failed to mention that Deadzone, despite Cruzy being the star player from Legacy, there's no doubt in my mind that Deadzone is the best player on this lineup. The team captain, the Slayer, he kind of does everything. Looks like we will be seeing a quick smoke round here, as I do believe Swix spawned without a weapon.
Yep, I think that's exactly that. Crump's showing no mercy here.
And he just wants to pad his stats a little bit more.
Yep. And I hope we'll see some fair play here. Some sportsmanship instead. They look like, yep, it looks like they're going to give him, we're going to wait for Swix to come back. Maybe, maybe not.
At the end of the day, these guys just want to play as much Gears of War as possible.
Exactly.
We do have the time constraints just so this stream can run as smoothly as possible, but I think we are running a little bit ahead of schedule, so we do have time to get Swix back in here. Luckily, they left Scissor alive and not Swix, or else that round would have gone in favor of Uproar.
That is true. So a couple more minutes. Hopefully Swix can join that up, guys. Apologize for a little bit of a delay here on the player side of things. You guys saw the round before, Swix was lagging so bad, which really goes to show. But, you know, Deadzone, despite his teammate almost useless because of so much lag, Deadzone is picking up the dead weight right there, doing a great job in this one. 6 kills, 5 downs.
Deadzone, such an impressive shotgun player when it comes down to it. Not known for rushing, but he can hold any position you give him. He's basically 300 Spartans in one guy. Put him in a chokehold, and no one is going to get past them without him killing at least 1,000. Hopefully, Swix back in here. Now, Unknown, they are plagued with internet issues. This isn't the first time we've seen the Unknown squad have a player with a little bit of trouble. So hopefully we can get Swix. Yeah, hopefully. Usually it's Scissor, and usually it's Clock Tower. I don't see the correlation here, but whenever there's a problem, it's usually Scissor on Clock Tower. It looks like they will be backing it out just to ensure that he has an easier time getting into the game. Teams will probably want to play on the same round to eliminate any disadvantage.
Exactly. Right-hand advantage being a slight advantage, especially on the high side fight. We see
anything can help to these guys.
Exactly.
Every last advantage.
Exactly here. Meanwhile, I want to do a quick bracket update. Integral Nation, if they played their first round match, do you have any updates from the side of things by any chance, Rogi?
Integral Nation, they're waiting in the semi-finals. They 3-0'd both their opponents pretty cleanly. I do believe they finished their round 2 bracket, because originally we were going to stream them, ask them if they're ready, and they'd say, sorry, we've nearly finished that game. So Justice, Uproar, and Citadel, mind you, it was a long game, going to round 7 on every single map in a 3-2 finish. So Integral Nation, they're showing us why they're the strongest squad in Australia right now, beating out both their opponents 3-0, waiting for us in the semis, taking on the winner of this. And down in the losers bracket, you have Incept Esports taking out Elite Retribution 3-0, knocking them out, and Citadel Gaming fighting their way back out, taking out Easy Name, Easy Game. And they're going to be taking on Friends in that losers bracket round 2.
There you have it. Rogi with all the bracket updates. So it sounds like the tournament is moving really quickly for you guys. So we've had some good matches to suit as well. This one, of course, is tied 1-1, guys. Game number 3 is coming up here in a bit. War Machine. And I believe the round count is 2-1 in favor of Uproar, correct? Or is it 2-2?
2-2, yes, 2-2, because Dead Zone got the 4-man on the first round that they won. He was able to get 4 kills, and then he got 2 more in that last to bring it up to 6, with his other player only getting 2. So, yeah, 2-2 is the correct score. And we've just been really lucky with the games we've picked to cast here, because every other game has been a 3-0 sweep. And straight away, we got a beautiful 3-2, and now we are currently on a 1-1 in map score. So we're doing all right for that. We're doing all right.
We're doing more than all right, guys. It's been a great viewing experience. Been a pleasure casting with you, Rogi. It looks like Swix is going to join back up here. I think we're going to get this started here in a bit. Meanwhile, shout out, I gotta give a quick shout. Toby Campbell in the chat, nothing but positivity throughout the entire stream. I really appreciate and respect that. Toby, we'll have to connect after this one. Hit me up on Twitter if you do have a chance to. I'd love to. I don't think we've ever had a conversation before. I'd love to talk to you. And can also get you the encoding speeds as well. I think they were the speeds that were sent over by ESL when I did a couple ESL broadcasts earlier this year. So on the other side of things, I mentioned a little bit earlier. Shout out to Jackal for bringing this up. My first tournament I ever commentated ever was an Australian tournament, actually. My good friend Midnight back then reached out and asking if I would want to commentate that one. I actually casted it with Gold Glove, who is since blown up. I mean, he was big back then, but has since blown up even more. He has a huge following. Him alone combines for more numbers than we've ever seen in any Gears of War esports stream. So shout out to Gold Glove. But that was my first time commentating, and it was really the Australian scene that got me into the casting side of things. I was a player back then and moved into casting. So I have a lot of love for the Australian scene. I always have. Always been very close to Midnight, very close to Mikesta, and then now recently connected to Metapod and Rogi as well. So I appreciate the opportunity to join up, guys, and definitely look forward to being involved in the future, moving forward.
Yeah, nothing but good things coming out of Australian Gears, growing every single title. We were a little bit worried after Judgment kind of ruined things here. No one wanted to go back to Gears 3. They felt that it was a step backwards, not a step forwards. So it's so refreshing to see all these old names and so many new ones jumping into Gears competitive. We tried our best to touch base with these just team deathmatch players and let them know that there was more to Gears of War than public, and it's refreshing to see. It really is.
Definitely.
But all these guys, they're all veterans. Every single player in this played Gears of War 2, played Gears of War 3 competitive at the highest level in Australia. They're back on your screen now live. Coming into this, it is Uproar taking on Unknown. Map count 1 apiece, round count 2 apiece. Let's hope that Swix has fixed his connection issues. we got to jump on board with Dead Zone. He's been doing absolute work in this War Machine Fallout.
Without a doubt, and he's actually playing grenades for his team. He's going to grab those grenades and see what he can do with them mid-map here. On board of Dead Zone right now. Gets good Lancer cross into, I think that's Clutch. Are they going to down him? Yes, they are. So Dead Zone, expect him to toss that grenade and pick up a kill on Clutch. Some good team firing, which we haven't seen a lot of so far. We've seen a lot of great shotgun play, but team firing is going to allow them to pick up their first kill here.
Yeah, but straight away you mentioned that Dead Zone going to fall victim to his own merits, but Cruzy not going to allow Crump to get the free execution just yet. And then once again, Cruzy on your screen getting 2 down. Scissor going to do the job of executor here to finish those ones off. And Mercer, he's left alone with no one to back him up. Just gets taken down without a second thought.
And they go unknown 3 straight rounds, so we were teasing them a little bit for taking us to the donut shop, not even picking up a kill in the first 2 rounds. We thought Uproar was going to completely dominate this one in a landslide, or at least I did. I thought it was going to be a 4-0 sweep. Meanwhile, 3 straight rounds for Unknown. It is now 3-2, guys. Don't let the score fool you. 1 round away from taking this one is Unknown, and they're tied 1-1 in this one so far.
Yeah, Unknown just coming out strong despite a slow start, but you can never count out squads that have this much experience, especially in this tournament format. So Crump, he's trying to replicate that one shot over the wall earlier that netted his team that second round, but amazing nade coming through from Clutch. Beautiful from Talkbow onto mid, I do believe, but straight away Scissor and Cruzy answer with a kill onto Ram, but the team fire coming out of Clutch and Mercer is just proving too much for Unknown to handle.
Yep, Dead Zone, of course, is down mid-map. Clutch is going to take him out here, making it a 3 versus 1 situation for Uproar. And looks like, unless Scissor can go huge with this sniper somehow, it looks like we're going to see another round 7 here in this tournament.
It's an absolute pleasure. Scissor, he's got the sniper, but he also has 4 separate domes he has to pop. Nothing going to come out of that one as Clutch and Crump secure themselves the 3rd round.
Here we go, round number 7, map number 3 here. We have somehow fallen upon the best matches of this tournament. Meanwhile, elsewhere in the bracket, it seems like we've had a lot of 3-0s. So consider us lucky, or consider Rogi just to know the scene very, very well. Something tells me it's the latter. On board
Yeah,
with Dead Zone
got
right
that. Got Crump. You're on board with Dead Zone. Let's jump onto him, see what he's playing here. Looks like he will be going for that. We haven't seen many teams go for these 1v1s top. It's always been a 2-player top. We see Dead Zone with those frags, but Mercer going to be getting the early kill onto Swix. Clutch and Deadly. Clutch and Dead Zone, former teammates in a 1v1 here. Wanting to go for it. Both nades have been expended, but Clutch with the superior positioning takes that one out, and it looks like it's going to be Uproar taking out map number 3, War Machine, in a beautiful 4-3 finish.
Wow, what a map that was. We're on board Dead Zone there, but we missed some fighting going on in the middle of the map. It was Mercer, formerly known as Deadly, who drew first blood. 2 kills, 5 downs in just 2 rounds right there. Great job by Mercer in that one, as Uproar goes up 2-1 right now. And then, speaking of the Australian tournament that was mentioned earlier, I gotta ask you, Rogi, does Tuna Fish Jeff in Leadership ring any bells?
Leadership, he's currently playing as a substitute, if I'm not mistaken.
How about it?
They'll probably sub him in because he's one of the few players who has mastered alternate from the Australian community, and that kid's wall bouncing is insane. Yeah, Australian people, they're pretty stubborn. They're pretty stubborn when it comes to change, so a lot of players like myself just felt like getting worse before you got better was never a realistic ideal.
Yep.
So Leadership, one of the more practiced alternate players, so look for him to use that superior movement and confidence that he's not going to roll into a wall to win some of those fights should he play later on. Tuna Fish Jeff, I think he went under a variety of game attacks. If I'm not mistaken, it was Lethal Pressure's twin brother. But unfortunately, those two have yet to make their Gears of War Ultimate Edition debuts. Interesting.
Yeah, Ramifications posted a little bit of a throwback video. It was Equinox versus Unknown back in Gears 3. Looks like Unknown took that one. But Scissorhands and Dead Zone were featured in that one, and then Ramifications was playing with Trustiest Gears, Templar, and Foz B. So a little bit of a throwback for you guys. Shout to the Australian community. It's been around forever, and they really play it for the love of the game, which, trust me, I respect the hell out of that. We were in a very similar situation in the American scene in Gears 3 after MLG decided not to pick up the game way back when. Enter Hype Station and a lot of fun tournaments to suit. So.
Yeah, there is nothing but the love of the game keeping these players here. As we mentioned, the first cash tournament in Australia for Gears or EU, every other tournament was just played so they could get better, they could make connections, they could learn their strategies. It's all coming down to this moment. We saw earlier on in the day, Unknown take out Citadel on Fuel Depot 4-2, the biggest score lead we saw in that series. Both of these guys winning a map apiece 4-1, then War Machine being 4-3, sorry, in that last round. Let's see Fuel Depot, a map that Uproar they've struggled with in the past. They're the only team I know that cannot use the frag grenades effectively.
Interesting. So expect Uproar to hopefully do something different with those frags. Of course, there's a lot of trick angles you can find with the frag grenades too. You can throw some tricks over some of the boxes on the helipad. You can throw some into the where the boom shot spawns as well. So let's see what type of tricks they're going to throw out today. Of course, this is the first cash tournament. A lot on the line here for these two teams. Uproar up 2-1. However, we saw Unknown in the last match down 2-1 against Citadel. Came back, won 2 straight, and took that one. So let's see if they can do it here again. Backs against the wall.
Yeah, I mentioned earlier, Uproar, this isn't their strongest map. They don't have their star sniper Lumberjack in the roster. Look for Crumpfestation to be picking that one up. But Uproar, an interesting point to note is they love to play aggressive, even on the slow side. They don't want to give that boom shot up without a fight. I don't know how well it's going to work for them because we saw Citadel try that earlier against Unknown, and it was just running into a brick wall here.
Yeah, it looks like we're going to see no backdoor strategies. That's a little bit difference between the American scene here. We haven't seen any backdoor strategies yet on the COG side for any teams in the last match. They decided to contest front entrance. I like the decision, but instead it's going to be Mercer's going to get a headshot of his own. I'm not sure if that's with the sniper or not. But a boom shot. It was, huh? The boom shot kill from Swix. Nice job. 3v2.
Yeah. So basically making me eat my words. They're not going to be playing up on that front door. It looked like they're playing around boxes and trying to prevent the Locust team from breaking out using Superior Crossing there, but it just seemed to bite them in the asses. Despite getting the first headshot from Mercer, every other player went down without really much of a fight.
So in your opinion, Unknown is the better Fuel Depot team?
Yeah, definitely.
Good to hear. So we'll see if that comes to fruition. Your prediction, of course, was a 3-1 in favor of Unknown, was it?
Yeah, I just thought that they've been around a lot longer than Uproar as a 4-man squad. So on maps like War Machine and Gridlock especially, I expected that teamwork and chemistry would shine a lot more. But right now, Uproar, they're doing work. They're playing phenomenally well for a squad that's had about a week or two just to practice as a 4-man.
Yep. Very interesting. And there you go, Scissor with the sniper headshot of his own. I think that was on the boom shot.
Missed a weapon slide.
It was Ramifications who missed a weapon slide, and it's going to cost him here. 4v3, of course, on bad side. If Unknown can take this round on bad side, it would be pretty safe to say they'd be in a very comfortable position to take this one and force a game 5 here.
Yeah, when you're playing at this level of play, you can't miss a weapon slide. It will cost you so much, and Ram, he found that out firsthand.
Yeah. And that's a big controversy, is the fact that you can't weapon slide on land. Well, you can. It's very tough to weapon slide on land. Ooh, right, Scissor with them, looking to get some good angles here. We see Genesis go to this spot all the time on the American side of things. Not able to connect to the shot there is Scissor. On the other side, Clutch picked up a kill of his own. Was that with the sniper? It was.
Yeah, that was a nice headshot onto Dead Zone, who was trying to get a little bit of pistol into that sniper truck, but eventually cost him his own life. So Crump, he was able to pick up the boom shot off Ramification's corpse. So hopefully he's still got 2 shots left. Let's see if he can use it here.
Boom shot in the hands, of Crump, as you mentioned, playing his big rig Dizzy. A little bit of classic slower round on Fuel Depot. This is something that happens very, very often. Clutch, luckily, that was a huge, huge play. We mentioned if they lose this round, it'd be tough to fight back. Clutch getting that headshot really gives them a clear advantage in this one. Would you agree, Rogue?
Oh, definitely. Once that first headshot came out of Scissor to deny the free boom shot pickup, it looked like that Uproar, they were going to have to reside around that generator near their hammer burst. But Clutch evening up the scoreline and another boom shot being picked up. This is Uproar's map to lose now.
Exactly, and you know, to your point, as soon as they got that first headshot, I would like to see some aggression. They do have grenades in their hands too. Boom shot on the ground. Use those grenades to push, and Scissor nearly gets a headshot right there. Is going to miss the revive kill, but instead they decided to play a little bit slower, and because of Clutch's great play with the snipe headshot, now they have 2 boom shots to their name, and should be able to swoop up and take this round here in a bit.
Yeah, who needs active reloads when you just got 2 snipers, 1 in the gut from each of them? Looks like Mercer will be taking out Cruzy, but then Scissor answers with an immaculate headshot onto Clutch, and it's up to Scissor to secure this round for his team. I think 3 boom shots have been shot. Not sure who has one left. Looks like a snipe in the body. Will be taking down Crumb. Mercer is there, but he gets the up A onto Scissor, who went a little bit over commission for that down.
What a dramatic finish to that round that was. Good job by Mercer. You know, Crump up 8 and put himself in a position. I thought it looked like a headshot from Scissor, so what a difference that would have been if it was a headshot versus downing him. Instead, Mercer in the 1v1 comes up huge, and just like that, Uproar is going to take their first round, but it looks like we're going to have another Swix lag out, unfortunately. Swix still suffering from some lag issues here. Spawns without a gun, and it's probably going to be dropping here in a bit too.
Yeah, hopefully they can get that sorted out this time. No team wants to be the guys to make it to that semi-finals off the back of a lag-out victory. So, as much as these teams love that competitive integrity, at the end of the day, this is the first cash prize in Australia. They're going to take the wins when they can, and we've told the admins who, at the end of the day, we're all friends, to enforce this stuff because we don't want to get behind on schedule.
Yeah.
This is a big exposure tournament. We want it to run as smoothly as possible for future events to live up to this standards.
Well said. Yeah, well said. So unfortunately, connection issues are the players responsible for that. So hopefully Swix can get it figured out here soon. In the meantime, as he's getting that figured out, we're going to jump to a very quick break, guys. We'll be back in just a bit. Map number 4, you will not want to miss it. Uproar currently leading 2-1. We will be right back, guys. Thank you.
Summer running through me, fill the air with a new hope, a new hope. Just let it be, cut the cords around me, never wanna hold me back. Give me that one song letting me reach out. It's been 11 years and I'm still home. Found the Garden of Eden, tired of the homeland, searching from the day I was born. I'm starting to forget how beautiful you are. What we have is not enough, is not enough. But we care to fight for love, to fight for love. What we have. Searching from the day I was born. I'm starting to forget how beautiful you are. What we have is not enough.
I don't believe in cutting corners, own it like a scar on the face. Stand tall whether taking the gold or in last place. Not really the one to give God praise, but if you got the gospel, then tell me how it tastes, hallelujah. Biting on the bullet for strength. I'm a long distance runner, sucker, I'm in it for length, It's not a matter of whether or not you can play, but a scale of if you give a fuck enough to make us stay. Lay it down, separate the men from the mice. Let the body under halogen lights, missing its life, wondering what the hell would make you think that you could judge another person for loving something so much it hurts his stomach, Living by the blood in my neck, with a bullseye tatted on the back of my head. I never spoke it how they wanted to be said, so they left me for the winner in the wolves. Tear me into shreds, rip me into bits, tear another page out, punch me in the ribs. I can smell the poison on your lips. Whatever it is, I'd be willing to bet they wanna get inside my head. Tell me how it is, sitting in a tower with a rifle in the list. I can see the razor on your lips. Whatever it is, I'd be willing to bet you should have held your breath. I don't believe in sitting down.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back with some more action. Sorry for that slight delay there, some connections issues on the side of, I think that was unknown. I think we're going to jump back. I'm not sure what the ruling is going to be, if it's going to be up 2-1 in favor of Uproar or tied 1-1 in rounds.
Well, Uproar, they gave them the first lag out. They're not going to be so lenient for the second one, so they are going to be taking that round for themselves.
Gotcha. Okay.
It's going to be 2-1 in favor of Uproar once we get back into this.
Good to know.
So, Fuel Depot, we saw a little bit of back and forth here out of Uproar. They seem to have the idea of what they want to do, but not the coordination to accomplish it. You can see that they want to control this mid-boxes area. They want to get helipad mid-boxes, box that the boom shot guy in at the boom, wait for frags and throw them in. But they're only sending one player off the initial to secure that mid-boxes, where on the side of Unknown, they're sending two players there and their boom runner through back door. So he's immediately met with resistance and taken out. So it'll be up to, if we could just get you to come up to spectate, we should be good to go.
Yep.
No worries. Once we get underway, it's going to be up to Uproar if they can get security of that helipad, then go to boxes. Because it seems like going boxes first against the two push out of Unknown is leaving him high and dry.
Yeah, so we'll see. I was so intrigued by what you were saying that I forgot to go to spectator mode. But that's a very good analysis there. So we'll see what they decide to run in this first round. I think they are on correct sides. So we're not going to have to do any first round shenanigans to get to the right side of things. That last, actually no, they're going to be on wrong. If they took that round, they're going to be on the wrong side actually.
I will see how they go
So we'll see how they
about
decide to go about it. Yep. Either way, Uproar up 2-1 right now in this map. 2-1 in the series as well, so that means they are 2 rounds away from securing this one. But I think we both agree, Unknown, the better Fuel Depot team. Very unfortunate that Swix had the lag out there. Hopefully his connection is smooth sailing for the rest of this match, and we have no more disturbances there. As I would like to see a Game 5. We'll see if it happens here.
Yeah, beautiful Australian internet rearing its ugly head here. It's very unfortunate to see. Let's hope Swix can maintain a good connection. He had it throughout the entire first series. It only started happening in War Machine. Let's hope he can get a handle on it so we have no more delays, no more interruptions, and just quality Gears of War action.
Not to say it hasn't been good so far. First match Uproar was Unknown versus Citadel. Unknown took that one 3-2. This is our second match of the day. Winner of this will move on to play Integral Nation, who is sitting high and mighty in the semifinals of this tournament so far.
Yeah, yet to drop a map, so they're going to be feeling good about any competition they go up against. Uproar, they want this win. They don't want to go through that loser's bracket. Neither do Unknown. They fought hard. They fought gallantly, and they're here to make a point. Throwing this grenades, Cruzy, not going to get anyone just yet, but Swix answering straight away with a kill onto ramifications, but Crump returns that one onto Scissor.
Meanwhile, Dead Zone's a nice wall bounce one shot on Crump. Festation's going to down him, make it a 3 versus 2. Dead Zone recognizes, hey, we have the advantage here. I just need to stay alive. Is he going to survive with the up A? Yes, he does. Clutch just needed to breathe on him for a kill. Swix playing his General Ram right now with the boom shot in his hands.
Yes, Swix, after losing a round, he's going to be busting out the Ram Tram for himself, getting that first one with the boom shot, moving up on Clutch. He's running, he's turned tail, he's out of here, trying to go for a cheeky one shot, but the Locust players, they know exactly where he is. I don't think he's going to be alive for much longer.
Hey, he's gonna be able to fight another day. He's going to get his health back here. I'm not sure if Swix has any boom shots left. Looks like he does here. So Clutch is going to down one, pad the stats a little bit. Boom shot's going to be flanking his wide left right now. No, the boom shot's going to be there with him, and he's finally going to get taken down. Unknown is going to take this one and tie it up 2-2. Of course, they were on their good side.
A valiant stand worthy of the ages, but Clutch gonna fall to the might coming from Swix, Cruzy, and Dead Zone. We saw Cruzy had those initial frags, used them to kind of deter the aggression, but not to pick up any kills. Ramification is the first one to drop in that round. Let's see if he can do something to keep himself alive a little bit longer, running through that back door to get himself that boom shot.
Yep, there's Ramifications. We should be able to secure that boom. Hopefully hits that slide this time, and Scissors does not make him pay. Clutch is going to just launch a grenade, kind of a signal there for letting everyone know he's on helipad for the other team, and he's going to control helipad for the COG team. So Locust team not only gives up boom shot, they give up helipad control here. They're going to need to gain one of the two back, and it looks like they're going to be opting to try and swoop and gain that helipad control. Clutch is going to have something to say about it though with a frag grenade of his own.
Yeah, it looks like Mercer and Clutch trying their best to make sure to not lose up too much of the map. They don't want to overcommit for that boom shot. We've seen Scissor time and time again with that sniper rifle on hands punish boom shot players for taking their time to break out. But I do believe it was Crump Vestation, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, he's already rotated that boom back to the helipad, trying to get some long-range shots off. We've seen players, especially in the Australian community, they like to go for these risky booms. They're not very patient people here. So hopefully Crump, not being Australian, being very, very, very British, might be able to slow it down a little bit.
With the boom shot. I wonder if that's why they gave him boom shot intentionally. Hey, we recognize that. No. Boom shot in the hands of the Brit. See what he can do with it here. Scissor with the sniper in his hands. Clutch actually rotated all the way back. Formerly had the grenades, now has a sniper in his hands as well. So a couple power weapons on the board. And expect these players to be the ones to make a play here. Looks like Uproar does have the advantage, though, in this 4v4.
Yeah, Clutch, being the team leader in this game, he's very quick to say, wait for next boom. Make them come to us.
Yep. We
have the advantage, let's not throw it away. Very level-headed in these scenarios, so expect to see Uproar. We see Ramifications. He's got his eyes set on that spawn spot. The boom has respawned, so look for Uproar to use the boom, use the frags, use their snipes to secure themselves that. Oh, but Mercer with an over-the-top grenade inside, taking out Swix, who I do believe was back generators.
Wow, beautiful grenade by Mercer, very well placed. They're going to be able to grab another boom shot. I got to say, 3 members of Uproar were on the helipad. So, you know, if I'm unknown, our backs are against the wall, looks like we're not going to win this round. Rotating 3 into the back generator inside, pushing Ramifications, potentially picking up that kill and securing inside control in the second boom shot. Sounds like it would have been the best opportunity there. Instead, they kind of sat like sitting ducks, and it now looks like Crumpy's going to pick up the boom kill here in just a bit, potentially. If it's not Crumpy, it's going to be Ramifications right behind him. Rockets are flying.
So many boom shots. It's going to be impossible for the Locust team to get out of that onslaught as Ram picks himself up 2 explosive kills. That's it, right? No, my mistake. It's going to be 3-2. Yeah,
Correct.
These restarts, they confuse you when the score isn't what you want it to be. So it is going to be 3-2 in favor of Uproar. They need one more round to take it out here.
And it looks like they're going to be setting one back door. It's going to be Ramifications. So a little bit of a change in strategy here. Not they're going to be fighting front entrance as much. Crumpy's going to be full red here. Scissor wants to push it, but recognizes, hey, we're going to have boom shot control. There's no reason to push and die here. Smart decision by Scissors, as there's going to be 2 on helipad. Scissor gets pushed by Crump. A little bit of potential for some deaths here early on. Instead, smart decision by Unknown. They're going to back out, live to fight another day, and rotate that boom shot outside.
Oh, Ram and Dead Zone going piece for piece, downing each other. It's all going to be on whose teammate rotates quicker. Swix is going to be the first one inside, but does he value the boom shot more than his player's life? Both of them, they're just left to tap up. It's like a Mario Party game, but Scissor comes in with a massive double kill, taking out Ram, taking out Crump, and that's going to allow his team to secure the boom shot.
Well done, and I got to say, on board with Swix right now, he's still lagging horribly. So you got to feel this
guy.
unknown squad doing everything they can, essentially playing a 4v3, as Swix is not much of an impact here. And this is stuff you saw, back in the original Gears 1. UE with dedicated servers fixed a lot of this stuff, so this is a little bit of a throwback right now.
Yeah, usually if that stuff happened, it was on the fault of the host, but now that one player who's lagging will not, his bad connection won't be able to spread and infect the other guys. But unfortunately for him, someone must be downloading on his net. Maybe there's a storm. The Australian internet is fickle at best. Swix, he's working with all he's got. He knows that they're not going to give him another chance to get back in this unknown. They really just have to feign that they have that extra member there and use the mind games well.
Yep. Well said. On bad side here, it's going to be tough to do. Of course, guys, it's 3-3 right now. This is match point for Uproar. They're up 2-1 in this situation. Ramifications does have boom shot. Looks like they're going to be playing it safe. Rotating it back, Generator. Well done there. Clutch on the helipad. Still has a grenade in his hand. He's going to launch one. Is he going to be able to pick up a kill? If he does, that might be it for Uproar, for Unknown. Meanwhile, helipad push. Clutch is able to survive and even down dead zone. So Clutch with 2 key plays, living up to the gamer tag right there. And it looks like Uproar, unless Cruzy can say anything about it with a sniper in a 1 versus 4, it's looking faint, is going to take this one in advance to the semifinals. Number 1 seed versus number 2 seed is imminent.
I must have stuttered when I said Unknown win the 3-1. Of course I meant Uproar. They both start with a U. It's easily mistaken, but it looks like if Uproar, they can take this last map here. Ramifications, he will be the first player to check boxes. Cruzy takes him out, so they know where he is. They have a beat on him. But can Cruzy make miracles happen? We've seen him do it on Gears of War 3, but this is a whole new game, baby. He is in one of the worst positions to clutch from, and there is it. Crump downs Cruzy. That's going to be the final round. That's going to be the final map. And Uproar are going to take it 3-1.
Congratulations to Uproar on that one, as they do win and advance to the semifinals. Well